Hello YouTubers, it's Paulie here again. Just want to give you an update with the relay box that I've been working on. Quite a bit of progress actually. So here we go. This is what it looks like now. It's now ready to install in the car. I think this part of the project is finally completed. What I've done is mount the box to a polycarbonate bracket. That will bolt up underneath my glove box, which has a aluminium floor in it to hold the MSD ignition system and the high voltage coil, the HVC coil. What I've done is prepare it for installation. I've got the plug wired. We have 5 ports there. It's a dual row. There's 2 more ports in it so that we can utilise that for other things in the future. I've now got the fuel pump switch, very small, very convenient, bang, bang, on, off. That's just for safety in case there's some sort of issue with the car, and it's also a security thing because I hide that. That's the live lead into the box, so that powers that, and we've got the 90 amp potential cable and the negative earth. Alright, so that's the outside of the box. So I can't show you the inside of the box because it's all sealed up now and ready to go in. But here's the top of the box. So we've got 5 fuses there. I'm going to do a bit more. I'm going to fix up just the labelling. I'm going to put on there what they are when they're done. This one here, number 1, is definitely going to be the fuel pump. And that runs a 30 amp Bosch relay. The others are all 40 amp. Right, so I'll show you what is a bit different about my install. So I've just got my bench power supply here. Just as a matter of interest, all my leads over the years, whenever I've got test leads or hookup wires that are permanently hooked up to stuff, I put LEDs in the line so that if something happens to that line, you can always tell. E.g., you see what happens there, that LED went out, and I know, oops, that's gone, or the fuse is gone. So the supply line is broken. So we put that back in, and it lights up. All right, so I'll hook up the positive, hook up the negative, okay, so I'll hook up the trigger wire to the relays and you'll hear them. Alright, so they're all working, we guess. That one is the fuel pump relay, on and off. That's working. But how do we know? Well, as you know from the previous video, I had lights or LEDs on all of these to show whether that all the fuses are active, and that's all taken from this side. We have nothing on here knowing whether any of these are active or providing output. So what I've done is I've done a bit of fiddling around inside of it. I cut out this area here and put a panel in there and a switch, and if I flick that, this is what happens. Alright, so got a lot of lights. Look at this, the fuel pump, on, off, off. If I take the power control line off, oh, look at that, no power to the relays, but there's power to the fuses. Must be the supply line has failed. And that's my line of thinking here. With the old cars, we just have so many issues with things failing due to whatever reason. This just takes one more issue out of the equation. All right, I hope you all got something out of that. We put the lid back on. That clips on. That sits under the dash like that behind the 1967 Camaro tissue box. Can't see it till you swing it out of the way, and bang, there you go. So that's one. That's let's see, the whole net cost here. I've got the fuse box from China, $12 Australian. So take 30% off that for US. The relays all up. I had one in stock. The 40 amps. We're looking at possibly, I think $25. Most of the wires I had in stock, the fittings I had in stock. So it was all, I'm lucky if this has cost me $30. Yet prices that I had quoted to build this were in the and install it in the car are in the vicinity of $400. So pull it apart yourself, make it yourself. Don't rush it. This has taken me 5 days. I've worked through it. You need a trusty soldering iron, good solder, some basic crimpers. Solder everything. I'll show you what I mean. No fittings that I use are ever crimped like that. These fittings, they're all soldered properly, and they never come out. That's stronger than if you crimp. Any of these types of fittings, I have the H-type crimpers, and then I solder. So everything is soldered. Everything in the box here behind here is soldered. So there's never ever an issue with this old, because I like to use copper wire in all of my hookup stuff, mainly because it's the better quality, but over time copper does tarnish, and you do have issues with resistance building up in cables, depending on the environment they're in, if they get wet under the dash of an old car or in an engine bay. So that's my video for today. Comment, subscribe, whatever. But the next bit is back onto the car. Put this in the car. All right. Till the next video. Thank you.